This is React with Joel Makin. So this is actually the first time, so this is me getting into the first round of the British Junior Open under 19s, which is actually my best finish. So I lost in qualifying under 17s to get into the top 32 at the British Nationals. And this is a big deal for me. This is the first time I've played on a glass court. Yeah, the squash is a fraction loose in it at times. There's a few issues, but as you can see, the intensity is still there. Still onto it quick though, don't you think? Yeah. Covering the court, but yeah, some of the technical issues going on took a while to fix. Yeah, mate, it's starting to come together here. What time is this?
This is Australian Open.
So yeah, big win for me. I was 80 in the world at this point actually, because I do remember this one because we were about to go to Darwin for the World Doubles, because we had to qualify for the Commonwealth Games. So I was over there playing these events first and then going up to Darwin. Paul was like the standout player in this tournament, probably one he wouldn't be particularly happy with. I don't think from the way he reacted. But yeah, big win for me. 80 in the world, beating 30 in the world, and yeah, I was working hard at this point. I was coaching as well at the same time as playing, so I was putting in a lot of hours, chasing league matches, try and get up the rankings and do something and establish myself. So this was a hard time in my career where I was pushing really hard. I just stopped university to go, right, this is going to be it. This is going to be my breakthrough now. I'm going to play squash professionally. So I coached for a few months, saved up and went, right, I'm going to Australia. Should win a few easy 5Ks there. They're normally pretty weak, but unfortunately a few people had the same idea. So yeah, they were pretty rough times, but good learning experiences, and set me up to think, like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to put in some serious work, and it's not enjoying playing squash and working hard anymore. This is serious, and you have to go about it like a job. Yeah, this was a big match at the time. Yeah, really good. This is World Teams semi-finals. So yeah, everyone was putting the matches together, and I was on first against Egypt. So it was all the boys were really backing each other there, and it was an enjoyable week. It was really good fun.
Is that something that you really like doing, playing for Wales?
It's not something I actually put loads of priority on. It's not one of those kind of things. Like, some people feel like they play their best matches of their career for Wales. It's not how I felt, but I think it was just one of those dynamics where all the boys were getting on well. It was a funny environment where the guys were winning for each other, and we were getting through. Probably seeded like 19 for this event, and we were playing Egypt in the semi-final, and I've got us 1-love up against Egypt in the semi-final, and so it was just one of those days where, like, why not? Let's see if we can turn them over. What an upset that would be. So yeah, everyone was pretty pumped up and trying to cause some issues for the guys. Read him. That's not a guess.
Oh my God, he's done it! That's
not a guess. I'll tell you,
Golden Tiger.
I did some. Yeah, I was in great shape going into that week. I don't know why the accumulation of stuff had happened where your body felt really, like I'd had quite a lot of matches going into it, and the back end of that week I felt strong, and Tara made me do some work in that match. I absorbed so much pressure. I don't know how many times I went into the front backhand corner and just countered him or lifted out. But yeah, it's a really good atmosphere there. I enjoyed it there in Washington that week. Yeah, first big win. Yeah, I felt like I'd got to semi-finals of these kind of size tournaments, a couple of finals, and then I played Diego the year before. My body was so broken from playing British Nationals, squeezed in a few exhibitions that I didn't need in between, and then turned up for Manchester Open the year before. Yeah, massive. Like, I know it's not a World Series event, but I beating Mohammed in a big final at the time. That means a lot. Yeah. Closed it out, got it done. Tight third, and then it was all right there. But yeah, me and Mohammed had trained a lot going into that, so we'd had some really tight matches in training. Mohammed's, I'll give him a little bit of credit. He does switch the tactics up well, so he can be working on something in a practice match. He's still trying hard and he's still playing a high level, but he can be narrowing in on something he's trying to do that day. Yeah, but just both of us getting used to that pace with each other. I think he times the ball so well. He's got such that heavy, deep hitting, hasn't he, that just knocks you back. So getting on court, you just get sharp from that intensity. And yeah, we've trained well together over the last couple of years, but he's moved to Prague now, so he's not doing as much. So we haven't got on court a lot. But yeah, well, I think we both benefited when we were both doing some good work together. I'll watch this one all the way through. We were talking through the others, but we'll watch this one. Such a good atmosphere, wasn't it, there? It was class. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Biggest reaction I've ever seen from you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, yeah.
Joel Makin continues,
11-8.
not only in Canary Wharf, but also taking out all these players that are ranked above him in the rankings.
I'm enjoying it more now. Like I think with the atmosphere and the crowds, I think lockdown gave me time to just sit back and think about, you know, you miss playing so much during that time. You're at home and you're just thinking, you take for granted, don't you, how many great venues you played and how many good atmospheres. And I really think from that I've kept that mindset of, I really do, that's what I play for, is to play big matches in big occasions with the crowd like that. Squash desperately needs occasions where the crowd are getting behind people and there's like, you know, it's just that intense atmosphere. It's just like you'd have any other sporting event, the crowd get behind it and people are really loud. I think we do need to move away from people politely clapping after rallies, and it needs to be, we need bigger reactions. We need, like, everything said about Asal, but not that I think the celebrations are great, but I think I like the fact that he's just going for it and doing something mental. Like I don't, you know, it's not my kind of thing what he's doing afterwards, but at least he's doing something different. Like obviously the blocking and the other ridiculous stuff is something else, but in terms of him just doing something different, ripping his shirt off, I mean, it's just mental, isn't it? Like I think we need more atmospheres where the crowds are like that. So yeah, that one meant a lot. I was just enjoying it. I like competing in those tense matches. It just makes it so much more enjoyable when you get over the line, doesn't it? Yeah, and then just to finally do it, and he tinned out a bit as well, 3 hours at the end. So just yeah, I enjoyed it. Exactly how you want to win a match, isn't it? That?
For you,
Yeah, perfect.